Seed Structure and Seed Germination by Decroly Education Center. 1. Seed structure. The seed or ripened ovule is made up of the seed coat, the embryo, and endosperm. On the outside of the seed coat there is a scar called the hilum, which is the mark where the ovule was attached to the ovary. The nutrients stored in the endosperm cells come from the parent plant. All angiosperm embryos have at least one seed leaf, or cotyledon. The seeds of one group of angiosperms have only one cotyledon, and the plants that grow from these seeds are called monocots. The others have two cotyledons and are called dicots. You can identify other monocots and dicots by some other features as summarized below. In terms of seed leaves, monocots have one cotyledon while dicots have two cotyledons. In terms of leaf venation, monocots leaves have parallel veins, while dicots have network veins. Monocotyledonous plant stems have scattered bundles, while dicots have bundles in rings. As for their flowers, in monocots, flower parts are usually in threes, while in dicots flower parts are usually in fours and fives. In addition to the cotyledons, the plant embryo has three parts: the epicotyl, hypocotyl, and radicle. Epicotyls are the point of attachment of the cotyledons. It usually gives rise to the terminal bud, leaves, and upper part of the stem of a young plant. The hypocotyl is the part of the embryo below the point of attachment of the cotyledons but above the radicle. The radicle is the lowest part of the embryo, the embryonic root. Seed germination. For a seed to germinate it requires the following: water, oxygen, proper temperature, light. For some seeds, main seeds go in a state of dormancy, which is a resting period before they can begin to grow. Tropism. Tropism is the growth of a plant in a specific direction in response to a stimulus. Tropisms may be positive or negative. A positive tropism is a growth movement of a plant toward a stimulus, while a negative tropism is movement away from a stimulus. The following are kinds of stimuli that plants respond to positively or negatively: light, phototropism; gravity, geotropism; and water, hydrotropism. A stimulus of touch, thigmotropism, exists in some plants. The parts of the plants that respond to these stimuli positively or negatively are roots and stems. For example, roots grow away from light, as such they show negative phototropism, while the stem grow towards light and this is positive phototropism. Roots grow towards water and gravity, showing positive hydrotropism and positive geotropism respectively. For positive hydrotropism, a good example of such a plant is willow trees. Grapevine and some other plants wind themselves around the stems of other plants, showing positive thigmotropism. It is worth noting here that a chemical in plants called auxin is responsible for these growth movements in plants. It is thought that the auxin is unevenly distributed in the affected plant areas. Plant growth and requirements. All types of organisms have adaptations that allow them to survive in a particular environment. Adaptation varies, as some show adaptation for getting food and for reproduction. Plants, like animals, are affected by physical factors in their environment, such as amount of water available, temperature changes, and even the composition of the soil. To grow well in health, plants need three things: a continuous supply of clean air, light, water, mineral salts in the soil. Provision of air and light is not a problem on this part of the earth. For example, the energy for almost all living things on planet Earth is obtained directly or indirectly from the sun. The intensity and duration of sunlight affect the growth and flowering of plants. Some plants are said they require high light intensity while others require low light intensity. Precipitation is the release of water from the atmosphere as rain, snow, dew, and fog. We know very well that amount of precipitation per year vary from one part of the world to another. We have already discussed the importance of water in plants. Soil consists of inorganic and organic materials. Inorganic material like weathered rock contains soluble minerals which dissolve in water. The minerals present in soil depend partly on the type of rock from which the soil was formed and partly from the types of organisms living in the soil. Exercise. Define and describe the term tropism and plant growth process. Thanks for your attention. Kindly like and share our videos. Please don't forget to subscribe and press the notification bell to be the first to receive the next learning video. You may also give us a comment to suggest what topic you would like us to cover. See you later.